Once again, for teens, chefs, basically like older people that know how to put recipes together, okay, or just the comprehension level. Oh, I'm just pulling some stuff out that I'm seeing because we're going to push through a little fast and mix a few things up. Oh, yeah. No. Totally cheating here. Okay, so what this is it's going to be, you're going to get 12 cards in this hand. Woohoo! And as you work your way around the table, the idea is to use all of these cards, whether it's a one-pot meal. All of the ingredients are used in one, we'll say one recipe. If you're going to make, oh, I keep bumping the stand. Apologies. We're going to keep making, maybe you'll make appetizer and the main meal, what is a side, and what is a dessert. Okay. But you're not going to have that all at once. So the idea is sit here. Look at your cards. What can you make? How can you show up your friend sitting at the table next to you with the most amazing recipe ever, right? Okay, and say, okay, well, you know what? I don't want beef. I don't eat meat, so I'm not going to be super clever with that. Oh, wild rice. Yay, okay. So as you're going around, each person will draw, pick and draw. And when somebody feels like they truly are ready to present the meal that they have before them or the recipe that they have before them, they say, okay, guys, my next turn, I'm just trying to get one more thing, but if I don't, my next turn, I'll be out. Okay, great. So then you share. I'm going to make a this, with a this, and a that with this on top. Woo! Amazing. Everybody agrees? Yes. Wonderful. Okay, so this is a good recipe. But it doesn't end there. The idea is it's not as much. Yes, each game can be played for points. But the idea is to share inspiration, creativity, and recipes with one another, right? So go around the table. Okay, you only have 6 cards in your recipe. Wonderful. What do you have so far? How would you make it? Because I'm still learning. Maybe my recipe won, but I'm learning by hearing how other people might prepare foods. Or, oh my gosh, even better if people are from different ethnic backgrounds, to find out how families have traditionally used spices or brought foods together to create amazing meals. What an opportunity to share that with others and to learn for yourself, right? So that's what we have for the advanced yet relaxed Rummy. And then we come around to the Ayurvedic section. So if you're not playing Ayurvedically, or you're like, I do not know what Ayurveda is, that is quite all right. You don't have to. This is why we have the tags here, the matching game. Okay, but maybe one day you will be interested. But this is for people that are learning their food list, that follow Ayurveda. Okay, so let's start with the Go Manifest. Do you so-and-so have a Vata Pitta Kapha, a tridoshic grain? Oh, you don't? Go Manifest. Okay. Hey! Oh, I got a green, but it's only good for Kapha. Now, the funny thing is if you got this card, let's start over again, because this is a good example. Okay, so this one is tridoshic, but do you have a grain that is good for Pitta? Go Manifest. No, it's good for Kapha. You can play it that way too, okay? So because once you start to play enough, you'll see that there are limitations per dosha and what is favored. And you won't always have matches that are left, okay? So this is how you would play. Do you have any tridoshic seeds? Do you have, oh, I pulled a lot of tridoshic cards. Wow, this is amazing. This really, I'm telling you, doesn't happen that often, because we see a lot that's great for Vata, which is this is fun. Okay, so basically this is how you're going to play it Ayurvedically speaking. Okay, so matching game, Go Manifest. Then the next one is, or the last one is, oh, Ayurveda recipe Rummy sequences. Now, depending on how far you want to push yourselves with what it is that you're learning as a student or Ayurveda in your lifestyle. Let's take wild rice, olive oil, walnut. Yeah, walnut. Maybe. Yeah, squash. And I'm sure there's something on here we can use. So right now what I'm doing is I'm looking down at the bottom of the card for the doshas, because I want to create a doshic friendly meal. Now this, please learn Ayurveda to understand what this means, because you can have something that's not necessarily good for Vata on the favorite list, but you add a little oil and spices and it's fine, and you mix it with something else, cook it in a crock pot, and it's perfectly wonderful for you to digest it, okay? The idea of the food list is digestibility factor and how the body reacts and responds to not only those tastes, but also the type of foods, okay? So now here I'm looking at this and I'm saying, ooh, this would be a really great meal for Vata, is if I cook some squash, right? Now I'm going to crush up and I'm going to cook some wild rice, and then crush up some walnut, which actually I think I'm going to put on top of the squash. I'll slice the squash, take the insides out, bake it in a pan, some water at the bottom, crush walnut, put that on the top of it so it softens it up. And there's a sharing of some flavors. They're definitely going to hit this card. Lots of spices here. You know we're using black pepper. You know we're using turmeric, especially turmeric and black pepper together. You know what? Honestly, I really think a pinch of ginger, even though it's a little sweet. See, we have a little sweet. It's pungent and sweet there. I think that's really going to add a very, very nice flavor to the squash and the walnut as it's cooking. A rich fall flavor. I don't know about the cardamom. Definitely not peppermint or spearmint. I'm not a big fan of cumin. I'm sorry. I'm not. And maybe dill. Oh, dill. I'm going to hit that dill hard. Actually, I'm going to hit that dill with the wild rice. I'm going to make the wild rice with olive oil. I'll cook it and then I'll saute it with olive oil and dill and black pepper. And then maybe I'll have a bed of the spaghetti squash and the rice on top. I'm definitely going to add vegetables, but this is a good starter. So this is an idea of, hey, look at that. It's all favored by Vata. And food combining wise, yes, if you know your food combining, there's also here, right? Okay, but I know my food combining. So this is a good food combination. So for the win, bam. So that goes down as a Rummy sequence. And then we just keep playing with the other cards and building. So those are the games. Recipe Rummy games, and then what I promised you at the end as far as the QR code